Good morning, brothers and sisters. I hope we embrace the big hug of the Father and the Lord with your smile and with your arms open wide. How happy that the heart of the Father wants to embrace us to the bottom of his heart. He never ever wants to reject us. His smiles and his acceptance. He knows his child's heart. I hope your heart can rest before him. Sometime we will face some situation which is not according to our expectation. We were normally very nervous when we were facing this situation, but we need to learn to come before the Lord at once. Do you remember Peter is sinking in the waves? The only words he said was, "Lord, save me." We should learn this lesson as well. Only a few words, "Lord, save me." These words became my mantra. I feel like I need his help always, even when I go to do my grocery shopping or cooking, when I encounter the difficulties in my housework, the difficulties in my life, the difficulties of my serving in the church, my parenting, etc. My heart will talk to the Lord, "Lord, save me," or "Lord, help me." When you think you're unforgivable, say, "Lord, save me." When you're facing lots of temptation and you find that you're struggling, you can say, "Lord, save me." How we can let our hearts feel a bit bitter and keep your spirit in a sound condition. Your heart shall settle down and ask for the help of the Lord. We need to rely on the Lord. I hope you say more to the Lord that, "Lord, save me," or "Lord, help me today." It's very helpful. All you need to do is to rely on him. I hope it can become your mantra. May the Lord bless you. The verses I'd like to share with you is in Psalms 123, verse 1 and 2. This Psalms is a song of ascents. To you I lift up my eyes, O you who are enthroned in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their master, as the eyes of a maidservant to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God, till he has mercy upon us. In the ancient time of the Middle East, it was very common to have servants or maidservants in the house. The master and the mistress would not instruct their servant or maidservant by words. They would normally express it through their gestures, especially if they have guests in their house. If they need to instruct them by mouth, it shows they didn't train their servant properly. Therefore, the instruction of the master is by eye contact, gestures, motion, or even the movement of their fingers. The servant must concentrate on their master's or mistress' hand, then they could finish their task according to their instruction. This kind of training requires a long period of time, and the servants have to learn how to observe and cooperate. Under the long-term training, these servant or maidservant will get their hands on what the master or mistress has requested. As the words mention, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their master, as the eyes of the maidservant to the hand of their mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God. We should have this kind of training or patience to wait for the will of God, to master or understand the will of God, so we can play a role in our life according to his will, to help and accomplish God's commission. It says here, as the eyes looked, to observe. Therefore, what we are focusing every day is very important. Is our direction towards the Lord? Every morning, we should focus on the Lord first, but not looking at the mobile phone, not looking at the stock market, not on the news or newspaper. Brothers and sisters, our eye focus on the Lord, then you can understand the will of the Lord towards us, in order we can live out the meaning of our life, to live a life with direction and meaning. So we need to keep practicing to set our direction towards Him, but not the world. I'd like to tell you a story. There was a king who went to a village for inspection. The weather was so hot. The king was tired and thirsty. He was resting in the shade. His maidservants went to the well and got water. The water were given first to the king for washing his feet. When he was washing his feet, he felt so nice. The water was warm and his tiredness has gone. After the washing, the maidservant got some water for the king to wash his face. The waters was cool and he felt great. Then the maidservant got some more water for the king to drink. The water was so cool and fresh. The hotness within him has cooled down a lot. The maidservant told the king, the water was the same, and from the well, and the well is the same. Then the king felt strange, why the temperature of the water is different. Then the maidservant answered, for the water which washed his feet was taken from the surface of the well and was warmed up by the sun. The water for washing his face was from the middle part of the well, therefore it is cool. And the water for drinking is from the bottom part of the well, so it is the coolest. This maidservant knows well the need of the king, and he thinks before he takes action. Though it is the same well, the difference of the temperature plays for different function. Brothers and sisters, when we are serving God, we may share the same testimony or same experience, but if we share with our heart in expression according to the different needs of people or the different needs of the Lord, to do it and relying on God, the effect will not be the same. We're building up the church together, not because of regulation or task. Worship God in spirit and in truth. To serve God without spirit and with truth. I believe God's heart will satisfy the most. Brothers and sisters, we strive together to satisfy God's heart.